we have Sandeep and Mahi. We have one more feature here uh, to troubleshoot this machine to want to see the boot diagnostic logs over here. So we have one more feature in here. Uh, if you scroll down this, here you can see boot diagnostic. Yes, you can see the boot diagnostic. So it's provide us a screenshot of my machine and also the serial log. If you want to enable the serial log, you can see here the serial log is available here. If you want to run a command on it, if you want to run a command on it and see the serial log over here, the you can see this is not a readable format. If you want to read it, you must make a tool to decrypt these logs. So you can see computer is booting, SAC is starting. These are the boot diagnostic logs. Okay, if you want to go to the serial console, serial console required a custom boot diagnostic storage. So it's also required a custom, it's required a storage account to be used, and there it is stored our serial console log data. So now go to the boot diagnostic section. You can download the screenshot. The time is here. If you want to take, it will take a screenshot to you whenever you do something on that machine. So it's take a screenshot to you and go to the serial console. Now create, sorry, let's close this and boot diagnostic. In the boot diagnostic, go to the setting. Yeah, now it is also default set. I set it default because when I launch a machine, I set as enabled. So let's how to enable this. If a boot diagnostic is disabled, go to the home panel. Let's make a resource without boot diagnostic. How to enable it? Let's go to the virtual machine. I want to create a virtual machine and resource group. I am going to select my data center and my VM Azure user. Now click on the next disk. If you want to do the encryption over here, you can set the custom managed key or the another. So we already seen this feature. For networking, we will learn this in upcoming session. How can we create a custom subnet or the virtual network over here? Now go to the management. In the management, you can enable the boot diagnostic. So right now I am going to disable it, or I can enable with the custom storage account. Okay. So now I'm going to disable it. Everything set as default right now. Go to the next section and next. In the advanced section, you can see proximity placement group. We will discuss this thing into this session. Proximity placement group. Let's go to the next tab and review and create. Once the validation is completed, it is now created, and we are going to enable the boot diagnostic and serial console on that machine. If I have an existing machine like that, and there is no boot diagnostic enable here. So how can we enable the boot diagnostic on a machine and the serial console log with the custom storage account? Once the deployment is completed, please wait for it. Go to the resources, and in the resources, you can see drop down, in the drop down boot diagnostic. Yes, you can see boot diagnostic. Boot diagnostic, and it is used for the uh, if you want to troubleshoot this machine, and if you want to see the boot logs over here, or for the testing purposes, it is a text based format. It is in the text based format. So once you enable this, and serial also, here is the serial console. So for enable the serial console, it's required a boot diagnostic. You can see Azure serial console required boot diagnostic to be enabled. So serial console required boot diagnostic must be enabled. Once, let's enable this. How to enable that? Go to the setting and enable. If you want to enable with custom storage account, if you want to store your boots logs into a text format with the custom storage account, you can select this. After selecting this, you need to select a storage account. If you don't have the storage account, now you have to create it, create new. So it will create a custom storage account for you. My VM boot process. A replication, if you want to replicate it to the locally and also geo and read access, means it will replicate to uh, each storage account in availability zone, multiple availability zone. So you can select this if you want to only give the read access. If you want to select this, then uh, this boot process replicate to each storage account. If you want to select locally, then it is, you have to select locally redundant. Now click R. Okay. So the boot account is successfully created. Now click on the save button. Once the boot diagnostic is enabled, you can see your serial logs. It takes some time. It is now enabling the boot diagnostic on the virtual machine. Once it is completed,
Akshay, what is the difference between boot diagnostics and serial console logs?
boot diagnostic is a feature uh, to provide a troubleshooting. It is used for the troubleshooting purposes. It's give us the output in the text based format. So it give us a permission uh, from the machine. It give us a permission from the machine uh, to create logs and show it to the serial console panel. In previously, we have serial console cable. If you are a desktop engineer, or if you work as a desktop support engineer, So we in general we have a computer. In computer we have multiple way to connect with that machine. So one is serial cable, as you can see on the serial cable on the Google. If I Google it, serial cable, it's a little bit different. Yeah, you can see the serial cable is here. So this is the serial cable. One side is LAN and another side is serial pin. 9 pin is a serial cable. So you can use this for the uh, troubleshooting purposes, and the machine is up or not. If you use any routers in the CCNA or in the any networking, so you also see this type of cable. You can uh, process with the boot diagnostic or the troubleshooting purposes. You can use this cable for the troubleshooting purposes. Same as we have the boot diagnostic option in the Azure VM, Azure Cloud. So we can see the logs and other information related to the booting to the machine when our machine is booting. So what the things is done by a machine. So it's provide a complete boot process in a text format. Now boot diagnostic is successfully enabled on that machine. Go to the my VM section, and in VM section boot diagnostic is not configured for the virtual machine. Now refresh this page once again. You can see the screenshot of that machine. Now you can see the screenshot of that machine at particular time. So updated, it is updated within minutes, within few minutes. If you want to download the screenshot by without login into machine, you can download it here. Or if you want to see the serial log, if you want to see the serial log over here, then you have to click on that. Now screenshot or serial log file was not found in the diagnostic storage center. It takes some time to become available. Now please refresh the page and data fetch again. Okay, if it is not come, go to the serial option, serial console. Go to the serial console. Now run few commands over here. You can also run few commands over here, not much more, but you can run some commands on that. It is connecting to me via serial console cable to my virtual machine. This is my virtual machine name. Now I am able to troubleshoot in this machine. If my machine, so one more thing, why we use the boot diagnostic and the serial cable, serial console. If my machine goes down from the internet side or from the remotely, or if we reboot this machine again and again, sometime maybe some mechanism issue on the Azure side, so we can troubleshoot this machine by the boot logging or the serial console logging. It's a text bit format. So here is only the CMD command is available. If I type CMD and now enter, you can see a new channel has been created. If you want to use it, then you have to run. If you want to shut down that machine, then you can shut down that machine over here. If you want to use another feature over here, then you can use the function key over here. If you write some command over here, then it will replicate on your machine. You can switch to a channel number or you can switch to a console panel by using these commands. So it is pretty much in the text based format. You must have the commands or you have to knowledge about it. Then we only able to troubleshoot point. Okay, if you want to see the trouble boot diagnostic, now go to the serial log. You can easily see the logs here. So you can see I run the command in the serial log cmd. The cmd command prompt session was successfully launched. Event, here you can read your event. A new channel has been created. Use ch for help. Channel 1 and ipconfig. I am trying to run this command ipconfig, but it is not recognized. So you can see the logs into the custom into the text format. Got it, Sandeep and Mahi?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Can you explain one more time?
Yes. Hello.
Can you explain one more time?
Yes, I can
Okay.
explain. Okay. So boot diagnostic is used for the troubleshooting purposes. If you want to see your boot logs, if you want to see that what the process running uh, between when my machine is stopped to start, when my machine is stopped to start, what is the process running behind the machine and what is the event running behind the machine, what is the process running behind the machine. You can see the logs here, and the logs are same as when you turn on a computer, the company names runs on the screens, and then some commands over here, the disk names and other, then OS is started. Same as this thing, you can read these logs into a text based format. For the serial logs, serial console, when you enable this serial console, it's required a boot diagnostic. Boot diagnostic must be enabled if you want to read the serial console logs. Got it? If you want to read this, or if you type any type of commands over here, then you can see on your boot diagnostic section. If I'm typing cmd, now channel 3 is created. If I want to move that panel, now I am in the another key to view this channel. Yes. Now it's asked me for the credential. My credential is Azure user. Got it? My machine username is Azure user. Let's enter this. It asks me for the domain. I don't have the domain right now, so I can left blank. Now it asks me for the password. I need to enter the machine password. When I enter this, attempting to the authenticate and unable to authenticate. Let's try once again. Azure user, domain is blank, and let's give the password. Attempting to authenticate. Now it is authenticate to me. Now I am able to run cmd command over here. If I want to check the files over here, what I have the files or not, I can easily run the commands over here, or I can easily go back to the any directory. I can run any command over here, or I can also create some folder over here if I want to run the ipconfig command, if I want to see the IP of that machine. So I can run ipconfig. So my machine IP address is there. The same logs are stored in the storage account. You can see your boot logs or the serial console logs into the boot diagnostic. If you go to the boot diagnostic console, go to the boot diagnostic, you can also take the screenshot of the running machine, go to the serial log. You can see I am typed something event here. You can see in the last, yes, I authenticate. I am trying to log in into the machine, and the domain is that attempting to authenticate. This is not in the readable format, but there is there is a tool available in the market to run in this commands into the readable format. So go to the another section. Now you can see, now I am in the C Windows something something, and so it's refreshed, maybe the per minute or maybe the after 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, you can see the updated time over here. If I go to the last section, into the last section, I will find the IP address. You can see 10.0.01 as my gateway. So you can see on the serial console. The same thing you can see on the serial console. Or you can also cross check with your machine. Got it, Sandeep and Rahil? Got it. So this is used for the troubleshooting purposes. If you want to troubleshoot something, if you if your machine is not coming up, or if you want to check the boot logs, what the logs behind the when the machine is stopped and when it is start. So complete boot process logs available in the boot diagnostic. Got it? And one more thing is, uh, one more thing is, uh, redeploy and reapply.